Is
our final speaker before questions is K.W. Lee. He is, I mentioned before, is considered the godfather of Asian American journalism. He's perhaps the first Asian immigrant to write for a major metropolitan paper in this country. And I think we look forward to your book, K.W., because it would be a bestseller.
Well, coming here, this is the home, our Jamestown. This is the first bridgehead of Asian diaspora, which started 150 years ago. And I'm at the sacred bridgehead of the Asian American diaspora, San Francisco. Okay. Do you find any local newspapers here? Do you find any mainstream local representative here, or TV station, or Chronicle, or Examiner?
We didn't really sense that.
Huh? I know. But do you see any ethnic newspapers, radios here? Good. Who? Are you? Power, more power to you. It must be Nichibei Weekly.
Yes.
Am I right? Good. That's what it is. This is 150 years after the so-called Chinaman came. You know that? For the next 100 years, every labor union, every progressive socialist party, every newspaper in California, they created yellow peril that lasted 100 years. By attrition for 100 years. Chinese pioneers had to create family tree. Today, after 150 years, millions of people who built here, what do you have? Even Koreans, Chinese, they are not here. I see only one Korean here. Right there in the behind. Would you stand, Mr. Hong? Please. He's a sick man, but I begged him to come on here. Would you watch him? His face. He is the guy, is right from Korea. He is the guy who opened up Koreans here, man. And his brother, Stephen. There are only two Koreans who kept him alive. Remember that. Name of Mr. Hong. That's the beginning. After 60 years in America, chronicling, as the first, you are looking at the first Asian immigrant to work for mainstream white paper. The year was 1956. 150 years after Chinese came here. When March 1974, I kept hearing pleading calls from San Francisco. They are third generation of our Asian pioneers. Japanese, Chinese, they called me. I'm the only investigative reporter at the Sacramento Union fighting the overwhelmingly powerful Sacramento Bee, most predictable Japantown newspaper there.